Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It has been way too long since I've been here, but nevertheless, I'm super happy to be back. And I hope you're all having a fantastic morning, evening, or whatever, wherever you are. Pretty crazy time we're living in, pretty wild. And so, crypto honestly is pretty quiet compared to the markets, what they do. So, let's just have a real quick look into the markets. Now, nothing special, but so I wouldn't bet on it going up or down right now. I wouldn't know what to tell you, and I'm not going to. It's not my job, not my intention. But if you look at this, the last almost 4 months, it has been hovering between what is this, 36 to almost 40, I guess. Oh, to 47. So, well, that's what it is. I don't know. We can analyze that, and a lot of people are right and a lot of people are wrong. So I'm not going to do it because it's just too crazy of a world. Like, I just don't know. It might go up, it might go down, it might not do either of them. But because so I just talked to a friend and he said he wouldn't buy right now because I advised people to buy, and he said like, oh no, I wouldn't buy because it probably goes down, and I'll buy when it's 13. So he puts in a stop loss, and I'm like, well, that's your strategy. You might win and you might make way more money than me. I'm not going to do that because first of all, it might not go to the $13,000, and second of all, I wouldn't want to hold my coins in one of these centralized exchanges like Binance. So that's why I'm not waiting for it to go to 13. If it goes to 13, I'll probably buy some more. But in the meantime, I've heard somebody tell me that if you put in $10 now, you will not have to work in 10 years because you will be so rich. So I don't know if either of them is true, are right. I don't know if I'm going to be right. I just don't know. And I've learned through the 5 years that I've been in this market that it definitely can surprise you. And I think you could read as much as you want. It's still going to surprise you. And I think it's just also because it's very, very manipulated. So I just don't know. But what I can advise, just from a friend to a friend, now this is not financial advice, but if you would ask me, hey, I have money, I want to put it in crypto, what should I do? I would say, well, you should look into Veritasium because it is $40, it is quite cheap, and it is very promising because they hold the patent on decentralized finance, or basically peer-to-peer value transfer with the technology of blockchain. So that includes almost, if not everything that has to do with crypto. So if it gets to the point where we have to regulate things, any bank entity that will do a transaction probably have to pay them some money. So I'll say, like, if you want to bet, that might be an idea to bet. There's like, I don't know how many cryptos, and there's way too many you can lose money in. Don't FOMO in anything. You've seen it probably now with all the NFTs and all the metaverses. They're probably pretty much down right now. So, and if not, you probably still have time to jump in. So you're not running out of time. The markets, they're never that fast. Of course, you might, not get a certain wave, but there's still gonna be time later. So my advice is to just, buy a little bit and cut your emotions out. It goes up, it goes down, it doesn't matter. You invest, and when you do, you should know that this is very volatile and that it's tricky and that you could lose 50% overnight and that it can go right back. I put my first initial investment in, it 14x'd within 4 months, and then I was just too greedy not to take it out, and it collapsed to, I lost about 60% of what I initially put in. So imagine that crash. And yet I'm still here and I'm still in positive numbers now. So what I've learned is to, like, it doesn't really make any sense to worry about it because you don't know. So just prepare that you might be surprised. And of course it sucks that Bitcoin went down $10,000, but what do you want to do about it? You just don't know. So just by little, I would say, because there's also other news. Like, I don't know if you've seen, there's more and more big entities that jump in and that accept Bitcoin now as a legal tender or as a payment method. Let me just switch there we go, the view. So all in all, it's just, we're still good. It's not going to go away, especially not going to go away because it gets so much bashing. Now you can officially put your 401, your retirement money in, basically in Bitcoin, and they say like you can do that, and it's very risky. Yes. But you've seen the inflation with the US dollar. Tell me that wasn't risky. If you compare the US dollar's purchasing power from 50 years ago compared to now, it's about 5 cents worth now compared to what it was back then. So that's a pretty big loss of value. So fundamentals in investing in things. First of all, invest in yourself. Invest in every moment in having a great life. That's the first thing. And I think the more you can be in the moment, the less you have to worry about all these things. I haven't looked at the market for last 3 months. I probably looked 5 times. Maybe that's a sign that we're in a bear market because there's no excitement. Very possible. Or maybe I'm just, more concerned or more into the things I'm doing at the very moment. I have a garden going. I am painting. I'm playing the piano. I have a lot of stuff to learn about bioelectric medicines. I'm teaching people around that. So there's a lot of things I have to do, and I could sit here and worry and try to analyze everything, and I'm just not going to do that because it's just not worth it, because I might be wrong anyways. I've tried to do that, and I just don't have the time and the mental capacity, and also the patience to do that. So yeah, anyways, I think fundamentally time is something that it is a certain, it's limited no matter what almost no matter what you do. Time will run out, and you can't buy it back. So I think we have to be very careful or very aware of that. I try to be as much as possible aware of it, because before you know, you're old, and before you know, your back hurts, and then you can't do the things you wanted to do, and you worried way too much while you were young and healthy. So if any young people look at what I talk about, enjoy. It's the best time of your life, and I know you've probably heard it so many times, but it really is. It's a great time to be young, and I don't know where I'm going with this. So I guess I'll just keep it like this for now. By the way, if you do hold Cardano, there's free airdrops on drip drops. Something you might want to do. It's like every 5 days you can claim some free tokens, and maybe some of them go up, or you never know. So yeah, enjoy the day. Have a beautiful morning, afternoon, and I'm glad to be back. Sorry for this rant. Let me know whatever you think about it in the comments below, and if you feel like supporting local people, I made some paintings and I printed them on cups. So let me know in the comments, and I'll tell you where to buy them, and you can support. If you buy 3, it helps us to buy a water filter for a poor family in Guatemala, so they have pure drinking water, because that is also very important. Don't get stuck in all the charts and the numbers. Go out, enjoy the sun, plant some carrots, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. And be nice to people, be nice to yourself, be kind, be happy. It's like my mom always said, there's no way to happiness, happiness is the way. And it's a very, very powerful statement if you think about it. So, that was it. Decide to be happy. Big hug, you're not alone. And it will go back up, don't worry.